so is exactly 12 na ya demo akwa do me fa go focus ye bono na nsa na dum ye no be bono de agodi honsam na ye de ba nana ajima wa ha de be kwa mo no ni enra nyoma course so English FA Cup games I course enra Tottenham Hotspur film na incident see da incident no ye de honsam bada ase okowra tunnel nim no ohwesa no hu se ni nya ketwa na branch bi ni kiti na branch no say oni gidi o say did die anatem wana die TC stance nim ko akwan hu zo ba no dwane na ma vote che no timu nyame na memu no ne nyina ha mo yi no akasa dia fa ho ehonsam ye de ba e odwumadi so ene nsam awodo oni ma branch akra keto na o chokata bi Manchester United fan no chokata koma jogging club every jogging club match we ending na branch so basa trobi mako ehonsam high de eba yebewram o MTN FA Cup run of 32 draw no yebewram Hearts of Folk aseye yebewram Samson yebewram Midiama Asante Goroko ensam ho ayede ba coach Maso Knadu wa address a number of issues Black Queens enso honsam wa say na uni incident na esino Muhammad Ali Amin Lamte o yensentrani na abrante oni Gigi Alifo Ghana Football Association President Keto Kreku one of his the confidants and I said the close allies. If I Gigi Dreams FC Football Club no ono president of Dreams FC it say Obembe Oma abeti Mr. President president bi na Gigi who asem na yeka na Gigi ebrim Amin Lamte ebi se Amin Lamte ko to twade kane na ze twade ndi di agire ba na eso chen no ehun nsem senate Amin Lamte akan the side of the story nano na Michael Osakre president of Vision FC amra na ket ne campaign no o name him as the chief of staff. He say ono so da bia ket kubi ono na enenam ono so acheche bo say Shana Amin Lamte anfa ket din amansem mu Dr. Kwaku from Paul champion ni bia na investigations sense am no say na akosi ehun semina e ha say ye de eba e wodwumadi so obi tries atna say Christian edu say e wa ha obete aye Bismarck gozu bempa yala enso enka ene traffic okruma.
Oh yes.
Say the first gentleman of the land.
Four parties who come. I'm for be different.
Some of them are be different. A child that didn't grow you. A child stadium side on a 6 match.
In fact, Bronya, you're saying your Bronya part 2. So a weekend, another Christmas weekend,
and a long weekend.
Yeah, I was here, Pekka Kratu,
a long weekend. There's someone be make a Kratu who from Gromfa. I know me, sir.
Well, I go. Scana could hear bimbo to me.
Bimbo to me. I mean, the Strauss announced that he was Oh, it's going to be a long weekend.
Yeah, very long weekend.
Very long weekend, Chairman. Long weekend. And now, Starboy framing.
Okay.
Starboy, any protests.
Okay.
Say Adiana Najima Starboy radio so. Say Starboy kunya no visa obo ko UK. Agora ko to ko ni house. Najima so depending you him Starboy da ho ko ma. Starboy say hey Najima uni se mako Holland pay. Oso no ko Holland aba. Yeah. Not into that kasasem. Say no bro.
No favor. Na Starboy
say Adiana no be kwa.
Holland na we na che kura. Holland na we na che kura che. Oh, Chairman.
What's that be to subim?
There be some person
the Holland na jo.
Oh, Holland no ko ndi arena che dada. Arena che.
You na friend.
You na che kedi.
Na so about for the arena che dey no nko ane de de.
Na be Chairman dey no so you worried. So we say we why can na na.
Dey Chairman otu e wakwa abuchira ba. No be say bia obi wakwa London na ba no be say okwa wo mabi ma be your sere say na e me.
Use that to say okwa America.
No. And no need for from. Or friend probably so be na men kasa.
Yeah, I'm senior ro. Yeah, prepare senior.
Starboy there. It's interesting.
I have when you visa. Why is there pa o shake to fake no ne Roxana J boa no to am when you visa be bin so anya. Oh, and the hard I'm hoping say on betia fast on be reapply o say on be there. I'm sure say maybe something didn't work out what's our bomb. na because say your time where him.
Yeah.
You say you're like a month.
Yeah.
And then now so Metropolitan Police are confirming match no.
Okay.
Metropolitan Police London.
Yeah.
I'm not confirming match. Now go ahead.
Okay.
Say on the 11th of April the game is coming off. Oh, the Hive. It's in Pioneer Nyinebo.
Chairman, Hive and one Barnet Stadium.
Aye.
Okay. Because I know people so at stadium for France David. No. Sure.
Eti yes say nyame say enimani mi abe next year no. Uze lab bi na obi omo timi develop a vaccine for Ebola no. And we see within 3 hours some develop BB.
Okay.
The job is having omo testing on omo testing on animal subjects.
Monkeys.
I'm not successful. It's having omo testing on nipa so. It's here so omo testing on nipa so. Fadia it just say coronavirus away. It's in yes adia. It's all going Italy. Omo banning all sporting events.
Yeah.
Unless obe behind closed doors.
Yeah.
They say Italian league matches are no on the body behind closed doors. Because Italy so Italy the moment near Britain say the rate of air spreading. Who's out to me when you one case? Who's the America death toll 11.
Wow.
Now one. But one person no unfortunately say or infected in the family.
Okay.
Oh, he said death toll in America 11. He say I'm advising of say I want for self quarantine. They will show them. And
set Twitter money work at school fee. They should work from home.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, no, Yariano so am say the discuss.
Sir, the things contact. If you walk door handles, the chances will be any infection.
Yeah.
Not say be obowa, uzo no inside. No, it's in insano.
Yeah.
Maybe a or the child. Apart from no, maybe a door handle was some.
Yeah.
Also, some. There's also man when you.
Yeah.
But also, maybe a one other phobia when you can't when and I say be a call you winning and I say be a kubu more over all those say what did you and the Tiagram say the man you say you need a culture of washing our hands with soap before eating.
Oh chama I know there I bet me accurate no
the one say
cream ya she gloves or buy him a gloves
the Jamaican say on sending your car then you call numa till I didn't know and ultimately, wash with your hands with soap near it kills, almost say kills it.
Okay.
What you say?
Okay.
And the awareness say, and you say, wash your hands frequently with soap in this adno. So the bacteria and viruses be a baby biano, a bit miyako.
Yeah.
And it's not so. Everyone's also so don't handle the making. Now good did now the insurer can rules as say. Now that tell you animal would deny and saying how they corona. And I also cried. Yes, I didn't say so. You poured the so I say the baby 9 near Cabo. Yes. Now the good thing is that I had a recorded case. It's just a honey be in your mind. Yes, they say Uko China. The Chinese streets, even towns, have been turned into ghost towns.
Wow.
Ghost towns, and they said there's no one on the streets.
Be asking them.
He say in America currently, they are advising people say, I'm not starting stocking.
Yes. Almost say tsunami and
almost starting stocking fear with the Diani and in Sio. One better be this one
time. Yeah, corona no. It's big news there.
Yes, the rate.
But maybe at the end of my
say no. I say internet say you cross sports. Yeah, you should have discussing. I can't to your phone. Yeah, near more because I know. And
I'm comfortable with some sudden at the piano, no can be used to be Nebiana.
The social people began. How do you educate you on the Bayer? Young got it in him grammar. Yamid Doye, say Bola, bye, Yanti and Yabua. But Nini, go Bola, there's so you be Mugra, also Mugra. Utimiabi, and Tibola, Crapaka, almost a cool health workers. No, they say health workers also virus that you can be. I almost you say to a Kumapa. They say a foot no saying near to your home. Near say, said the WHO, dear banner. The government must stand and say, there was your hands frequent and ra. Minimum who ra. Your friends, a Walgreens, or US, or hand sanitizer. Shelf now hand sanitizer zone. The devil or run the shop no go $1 shop. I said, do you have hand sanitizer? I said, no, we ran out. She said, I'm for 2 hand sanitizers. Never is a Kumasi Akrano. I'm for Topa. And not Tina Baby or China more as I know you. The tendency in Anna. Yen keep you away a distance from someone who will be all symptoms of flu. Say will be obowa, or sneezy. And you know what advice is? How the mask, the essence of the mask, and it say will be sneezy, you sneeze in it. MPM so that you protect other people. Now so protect it. So the whole when you now call baby. And I'm saying research by goes on my say. Corona is a Nhyira recover.
Sometimes Krobi Senegal almost celebrity.
Yes.
Nipa ba could be
Nhyira recover. The tennis say oh strong immune system. Now diseases be our one that also boy hypertensive. Boy diabetic. How was your money there?
Na aduane a hye so de chama wo se edi pa Nhyira no strong immune system Nhyira ka ho no more bebre but Ghana for strong
but the economic impact is serious.
Absolutely, but they say the dollar has stabilized because of corona.
The dollar is falling.
Sorry, the cedi has
stabilized. Okay.
Said demand for dollar no so.
Demand for dollar no so.
Demand for China go for
China. Yeah, it's carrying your man. Okay.
But I'm me read adibi. Oko China. Almost say November, now the economic growth rate was 2.9. As at January last month February, now drop it to 2.4, from 2.9 to 2.4%.
Yeah,
almost say expected a downtrend. No, everybody drew 1.5%. For a country, now the growth rate 2.9 as at just November. Virus wintino, one should be to drop about 1.5, almost half.
But say, yes, science. Some viruses. Nipa de create here na nyame bottle hold that.
Most of these viruses
but the origin of viruses they more like a mystery.
Okay.
Now is chamo can be say viruses no the sanitize and you say it kills them. Viruses do not die.
Wow.
They did not die. Until HIV virus is very difficult to treat because I born that bontia. Or more like a non-living thing. But the moment they bring a living tissue, no, it becomes a living thing.
Okay.
When you the virus become a living thing again. So virus cannot be placed either as a living or non-living. At the point in time, when a living thing.
Okay.
At that point, a very living thing. When your living tissue move that the nucleus now, then the same virus no or a non-living thing outside no, then becomes a living thing.
Yeah.
No afa nucleus no, the nucleus of all cells no, not the year to reproduce.
So okay, into nipa to me a virus.
It's something.
But the belief is that some viruses are man-made.
Yeah. Yes.
If the boy be moved in some of the pharmaceutical giants, no, to be creative viruses. Now, cause a year, then normally vaccines are back. Normally, the World Health Organization budget. That is the year.
A theory is my reading. And last week, I read back one website to be an worker say the world population is growing, and there's nothing between their carbon. So as a scientist who create this, kill the expected number that they want to kill. The treatment number.
And some of the conspiracy theories,
because I'm saying the rate of nipa if I say increasing the world, no. See, I've been to control the population growth now. Also, all other factors are fixed. Land is fixed, water is fixed, all others are fixed, but population is increasing.
Yeah.
To one control population, but 2 point in time, no. Not the same number, the same size of land now. You're competing for with this current population, no. The next about 200 years to come, no. One had the same land will be competed by thrice the number of people who we are by now. So I'm saying conspiracy me say let's create a virus. You be say you could about 200,000. The virus will kill them. After saying the then bring the treatment.
The conspiracy theories will go on.
But companies be afraid to suspend your production and your workers.
Yeah.
That's a huge economic loss to every country.
Yeah.
Because production will go down. If workers are staying home,
we're expecting a James Bond movie. That's next 2 weeks and next month. We're suspending for the next 7 months.
Yeah.
Airlines be closing down. Or
there's a US crowd about banning airlines from China.
So
international
US airline from China in Timinko.
And International Air Transport Association, IATA, almost say falling demand for passengers. one have costume $29.3 billion.
Is it ticket don't have a crowd $100 go to be
because people are not traveling these days. Near so say people and Komboko China for Gush Namano as suspend normal travels. So SAF demand for air passengers from SAR Airlines, I have a team costume the next 1 month, $29.3 billion. Now just imagine, say all sports activities being placed behind closed door. You heard the economic impact on clubs.
Yeah.
In Italy, America, almost 3,000 cases. 3,000 cases, 107 confirmed dead cases.
Italy, the number I who say Italy and starting from 1 and the shoot to be 200.
Yeah.
And what we say 300 Italy and the Italy situation I who know. And say one Italy, so come for me place travel ban on a lot of people. UK no US no or contracting with Italy.
Yeah.
The Macono de Onyano US no or contracting with Italy. So on that no. So it looks like Italy is over there hub within Europe.
Nigeria no free.
No free Italy and Nigeria.
Italy then within such short time no 3,000 confirmed cases.
Italy is some problems. When you go to Italy, almost Abontin.
Was a California Epihag.
Yes. Abontin sport. Oh, Italy, you cry. And I say in Ghana, so most of the churches are suspended and chair.
Yes.
Okay. What the first class? Sorry, I told you near church near Bami. Was it hacks? Any hacks near you? About suspending you.
Boys, we ever help more. The drums and on board and Mupe Hagen.
Why?
But I will be here. Which you will be Nanka and Namasa Kumsan Sotiano. Nese Ushano and Chiana, Moon say on our children. For protection. Which a man for to make so many theories. Is it what Chano who and Chame first Panam Quebec Hagemi? Oko Italy, even universities and colleges have been closed down. Universities.
Even people are thinking of shutting down schools for so beyond while we try to combat this virus. They say COVID-19.
Yeah. On say coronavirus is near a broad base of viruses. The other side we are bad. On no species, but variety nankasa on the area and banesa COVID no.
COVID
coronavirus, but yeah, several of them, but specific one and this idea we are banu, and it's our COVID no. But I'm in Ukraine. I think say
flu.
But yeah, would they compare death rate of other viruses diseases by now as a way of form. And when I share death rate, there's this. You be on my the first one is swine flu. And what they most death cases. COVID no death rate near as at now just 2%.
Okay.
Of two tiny
population.
Maybe said the last time I heard maybe an increase there. But I'm saying we need 100 cases, but death now
okay, 2% out of 100.
Okay. But not SARS. I'm saying SARS was Beijing didn't go. SARS was more like 10% death rate. Yeah. But they become amount for bird flu. Bird flu death rate was around 50%.
Bird flu no so the bird flu no. Ghana had anything. Now Ghana can't no adhere no. Bird flu go be ya. Said you see temperature upon which you're boiling and nyoma no. You're not beyond the boiling point too. It's here then there but the man we na who got COVID say who say flu. Oh yeah, more like and the flu so contagious. I don't mean to say in chim. Who say Obowa? This is virus. Anti no virus no bad atmosphere anymore. Say it would go problem bi. It is your infectious flu. Let's add maybe a move fee. Obinya flu no bobowa. Obi ofie obia no anya bi. And the man we ni who kakra no. And I'm be a throw way, because especially Abrochenia, for example, US near, spring, having a pollen, never. It's a mobile flu shots. Let's add man. I didn't say in Elbon Pie. Mama said, I am one who buying. Let's wash our hands. Let's keep a distance from be all one is adiano. And your mom pines and sing, I say, I did your mean to be seen no kind.
But someone now, Christian, can see, I research this is 1820, Corella, a community power sassiso. It's almost count cry. And almost say 1920, so Spanish flu by a community 40 to 70 million. say coronavirus so aba
na even tama tuberculosis bar for fraud and so any treatment. It took scientists several years to answer TB treatment. And no be na master or bowa unkomna no wuda ho. Usa no so they airborne. Nti no be take care na say tuberculosis or bowa na you know paya. No the isa mycobacterium tuberculosis no say you know causes the mycobacterium tuberculosis. No introduce into the environment. What in no bowa go so wanya bi. Obi na make me besides him use first part no in Sudan ya chechire no chechire water
yeah
nyame abogana for
penny
nipa na o chechire no the rubber na shele no no ohu no obu so no guso. Imagine somebody who tuberculosis or chechire su
is anyone no akora jesu mu dey
it means that no but seriously
okay akora jesu
o san say no nyame aboy ho bai ba
dem say ye obi o chechire sa nsu no na o tuberculosis
ohu pe odni nyina gum
na wabu mo na gum we na obu so na guso nto so atonso anom mo atoyade be 3 times but say ye dey nyina nyame boy mba meeting continue me say Ghana for there he believe so much in God nti e bia hwe said ye we antimi amagana ase no other viruses probe bia si barrier spiritually bia si barrier sa viruses ntimi enro mai masi but the rate of more kone there nyame anum Ukraine too scary too scary
he say nyame mo na sorry we itili nyasi akroso
I say dia tie ne say asofo na ayifo no munyan you know your friends say come share na you know na say o me mompaye ne ense nyame say ade we there ensi border na no man ntra say Ghana because your culture near you Ghana ye ba kwase obi abetima ko fa bia ko
chairman wan ko chia yi ase
exactly because ye this all chia amamemu no this all chia na man for Quebec ka man for go into me for match because say match ko on fa ai so go for match now you bet na how did you go
match yare o
match yare and say yare be me say abrofu yo my am say HIV got the same say mo mundi because they say na Magic Johnson HIV say what as what you say ye can we no sa na kire bibia go kisi obi a no so yeah and you see it takes 28 days
incubation period
yes sir
yes
I'm the death rate now 6% from 2% to 6%.
To 6% of infected people.
Yeah, the over 100 be only infected. The most 6
Yeah.
Easy.
I'll say a bumpy. Say baby drink there. It well. I tell for when you know I want to sports near there, but young boy because they say he has gotten to the stage that International Olympic Committee Jane who say if not pushing the Olympic date from summer Akwebia late summer. Yeah. Adia okay, yakwamano nimra yaba dia kanyina no yadbetra so here live on Facebook of course in Nhyira 104.5 FM and also okay you know bia personal page obetimi ya share obetimi ahwebi neme dia na bright kankam bodu obetimi ahwe no on Twitter and so yeah at the only BKB no one word said yeah
change me handle
what new handle is
the true Christian Christo di papa bakwa makere
but didn't say do
the true Christian
Osman is out
Christian doye
Christian doye another way
Miss me pa
yeah we can trigger than our kind Christian doye
so say can you pay not and can you suban to say o city na
o kwa sorry na
oh me kwa sorry bi ni say da bia me ka chi ba ko ye empowerment chapel bukrum
na ba ko nze
na ye bo mesu o Ramsey Presby and I'm sa ko yi
this is I mean so can go you
can be I bought your bomb mesu
and I was going
and me no na
the will come going to come the last time I got there
oh afima ko bibiri
the last time I crossed
there 2 weeks ago
okay
oh Sophie ma
Sophie ma na be drown So we ma hana rejoice.
So we ma say ya sorry.
Oh, of course, empire because you pay nyina kuku gina bompai. Na nano pa Thursdays, unim say nano pa Thursdays. He say Thursday no pa bia e wo tech police park no so. We morning devotion. Abe hu ni pe guo footballers ahodo. E ma omu ko domo mo ko officers. Omu ba be bompai ansa no makwa because achekwa de 7:30 no apon. It na say wo ko adwuma. Na okakoye okakodu adwuma. Okay.
Na Independence Day no China for permanent penyin be bia na.
Nyetso imagine.
Krobi Prime Minister. Prime Minister. There be a crooky to a banya crookesi bia.
By China.
Check it out.
Crooky to
Are you ready? Are you ready? For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to
Okay, Chairman Meda say on the education of coronavirus and no permanent sem kakra ya boa no yemfa no so emfa so na fe wi na chairman so na pamfa sa to so na fe dem ensem no nchiremu so no ye ni nyina enso e dia mama na no pe na ye kase se the chairman di kan tu dwa no me so no pe se wo monitor show no radio no so a onso betimi afollow live on Facebook ko Facebook a show no e da ho e ye Nhyira 104.5 FM wo do nya hu page na fe onso betimi like page ne dia man yes na like page no na sa no pe wo message bi na so de to ho a ye be kenkan ni nyina enso so e dia no pe se de chairman di kan tu dwa no ni page no wa share wo so da sanso e na me so ko Facebook a me so na so hwehwe nana agema no Facebook a wo bon se me so ma share me de fa me so me na mfunu mo bia enso hwe bi ano pe ni pa bebrebe over be ni pa 1000 e na no pom go Facebook live no so a wo so e monitor so no eti ye kan nyina no nya te so oguram e o yuka me wo so obi te se Felicia o se ahen wonom eginam dendenden no pe wono so e monitor so no na afo obi te se Dako John enso e hwe bi no obi enso e te se current man so e hwe bi e na afo obi enso te se Noah Anobel enso hwe dwumadie bia no pe ni pom gu so hwe show no enya asem ketontu so join show no na ne ye nkwa akopim se nyame ya adoma e bobo awia dumienum emi asore ade afafidie so na ensem no ntama so no ye nhya se na afi ye nguram ewo enra Manchester no so timi todwa ewo English FA Cup ni ma enra Leicester City wo mo eche club friends Birmingham City e show me kaba kwa mo so ntimi ante ena fe Sheffield Wednesday etna home Manchester City e ko show me kaba kwa wo mo so ntimi ante sa kan player na friends Sergio Aguero wo na share the only goal e de ema club friends Man City ena fe Tottenham Hotspur so tena fie ene club friends Norwich City enso de ko bani na game no wo mo e ball 90 minutes e ball extra time no na cheso obi a sene enko kaba ko wo mo e ko ball penalty sama club na fence Norwich City ehye miensa ebra Tottenham so no etimi ehye mienu etiya kase Tottenham Hotspur boboko no ne English FA Cup no wo mo so etimi afrim na sa match de munsam e de bram na no pay a enya asem ketonti mo Facebook no anope Abrante fence Eric Dyer Abrante no bi okoye enso e wo park no so ne ade no anope de ni nyina enso so e de bram ye ko Spain a eno Spanish Copa del Rey obetimi afene Spanish cup na se bi a Kings Cup no eno atima ye fence Miranda setina fie e ma club fence Real Sociedad so no e ko hye ne kaba ko a wo mo so ntimi ante wo ko Germany mem so a enwa mame mfantu ja se enwa German DFB Boka no enwa matches mienu timi todwa ema enwa Bayer for Leverkusen wo matena fie eche club reference FC Union Berlin eche ne kamiensa ebra Union Berlin so netimi te kanim ba ko ena fie Frankfurt so tena fie eche Werder Bremen eche ne 2-0 eno results enwa den su todwa ewo Germany mem wo ko France mem a mame mfantu ja se enwa French cup ba ko eno su timi todwa no enwa Olympique Lyon net fie ema Paris Saint-Germain PSG ekwo hye ne ka Paul enum ebra Lyon fonso no etimi ate kanimba ko Abrante fence Kylian Mbappe wono eto atenam otontena ne bamiensa ena fie Neymar de ba ko so ena player fence Pablo Sarabia enso de ba ko so no a PSG 4-5 ema Lyon so tena fie etimi ete ekanim baako eno results eno a eno so free o my friends France mem enso eba no pay a ye de honsam de mam dwumadie so ye ko ye England mem mam nsam fantuja se nyame adman ne English FA Cup ni game kese pa baako ba ko so esan se club friends Derby County nyame adman nimre about 7:45 a wo ene Manchester United nebo me kan Derby County because na nsem wo baabi wo ne Manchester United ko bo FA Cup ma Derby County e Manchester United ka 9 e ma United fontimi ante eti nyame adman nimre sa match no enye game keto ne ho nsɛm enso de bram na no pay a enya asɛm keto asanso na ko Spain a ade sɛ nyame adma na ebo 8 o'clock a Spanish Copa del Rey no game ba ko betimi atodwa ene Granada betena fie ene Atletico Bilbao enso de abo ni sanso ena French Cup no nyame adma numere ebo 7:55 a Senetena tena fie ene Rennes so de abo so enom nyame adma na matches a ɛno nso ɛtɔdwa ɛwɔ amanane nom ɛna no pɛde results na nasa fixtures nom yɛde nyina ɛnso de mam dwumadie so anɔpɛ manya ne nteɛ sɛ ɔkɔ Belgium mu a obi ɛte sɛ amofa wɔno ɛgyinam dendenden so monitor so nom ɛna afɔ bi nso te sɛ Sheriff a ɔno nso yɛ babani kɛseɛ paa ɛnso ɛwɔ yɛ Belgium Gent nom ɔno nso monitor so nom ɛna afɛ Papa George nso gyinam ɛwɔ UK London Papa George na pɛ bia obia nom mamenkyɛ akɛseɛ pɔ no so nom manya ne nteɛ so no so monitor so nom ɛna afɛ Sam Tugan so Maryland Ohio anɔpɔ no nso ɛtie show ni bi ɛna afɛ Mr. Eric Obafor so nom ejinam dendenden no pa America fo ni nyina ye chiacha mu nyina kwakula binom ene tena mo anom anopom nyina sɔre a wo mo so monitor so ni tibia wo bia nom onso join ye semdi kan tu dwa no ye no na ekɔ akosi sɛ nyame ya dom a ɛbɔbɔ awia dumienum sesi a meka sɛ yi ma wo so wuram ɛwɔ Paris a ade sɛ adamfo pa radio fo enso nya biatum ne Ghana de hia wo mo so ginam ɛwɔ Paris no wo mo so monitor so ni bi Mr. Isaac Jomo nyame ya dom a ye wi ɛbɛkasa ɛna afɛ Wonder Boy enso ɛwɔ Paris anɔpɛ wano so no monitor show ne dendenden a anɔpɛ nya asɛm ketewa obi ate sɛ Philip Papa Shamo Ajekum wano so ohwɛ show ne live ɛwɔ Peckham London wano so monitor show ne dendenden ɛna afɛ Ruben Nana Bedi atuo amo a wano so gyinam dendenden anɔpɛ yi wano so monitor show no ɛna afɛ obi te sɛ Abdul Nasser Ibrahim Sona wɔsɛ dodo na afɛ ne nas wano so no anɔpɔ no so monitor show no eti bia wo bia no na kyɛ so yɛ ne enkosi sɛ nyame yɛ adom a ɛbɛbɔ awia dumie na afɛ asɔre ɛnso de afɛ fidie so na yɛ ka nsɛm ni ma anɔpɛ ma memfa nto gya kan to just say nei enumere ade se club a fa ne say Derby County wo mo ene Manchester United enumere yi eno 7:55 na saa match no ana 7:45 na saa game no enso etodwa na player fan say Rooney wakasa ade fa saa match no hom ye kobusa Rooney se masa nyame yadma enumere yi wankasa former club a ye fa ne say Manchester United no ena enumere no ne kwa akɔbɔ ani eno ena Rooney bie na no a wo say enumere Manchester United team no wo hwɛ enum say Derby County ebetime United for their film na so ne Rooney no Sebia dachi bia Nyankopɔn na dom na sɛ numere game ne kɔso no otimi to atena edi tia Manchester United a wɔso obegina ni bruta wɔn ka sebia Manchester United team no ɛyɛ ne former club nti no wɔahwɛ ɔmo anya de so betimi agina ni enumere Rooney se Manchester United supporters no even though se mo na moma no yɛ big and ye ka Champions League ne ye ka goals akɛse otimi hyɛ ne career mu ɛne no ma bebre boy ya ɛyɛ Manchester United team no ɛna mo no Rooney no ɛnso otimi nya sa record na no pay a Brighton se yɛmfa nto gya so ɔhyɛ Manchester United a ɛyɛ still obegina ni ɛno akyi nso ɔbɔ mpaye sɛ Manchester United team no enso betimi afrim ɛwɔ FA Cup nim esan sɛ numere Derby County enso betimi ahyɛ Manchester United team no na no ɛna ɛne coach a yɛfɛn sɛ Ole Gunnar Solskjaer wɔsɛ menka nkyerɛ branch yɛfɛn sɛ Rooney sɛ masa nyame yɛ adoma numere yi wohyɛ goal de tia Manchester United ɛwɔ Old Trafford a ogo sa watena Old Trafford ahyɛ nyina no yɛmfa ɛnka ho yɛbɛtete afrim ɛkyɛ no ɛyɛ nsɛm anɔpɛ yi ɛyɛ Solskjaer so no wɔne na wɔde akɔ akɔma Rooney ɛna ne ho nsɛm nso no dwumadie so ɛno akyi ma mensa mfa nto dwa sɛ branch yɛfɛn sɛ Rooney ye kobusa no say ne ohwetim a ye fa ne se Manchester United a say ankasa no Rooney no o se hu Manchester United team no esan so ko ya chekakra wo se Manchester United team no pade no kura ne nyame nim nie anope Mr. Ruiz Mensa Daniel so wo ye manager Holland Insurance Sansom e no biti sapato no ene Clement wo Abina Snaba ngene Manchester United supporters no Rooney se men kan kira mo se ne United team no se mo betimi a compete I top ni biema wo se beteki be se 2 to 3 years ansa na nei baby a Manchester City na fe Liverpool for no monsuma timia durobia no ɛyɛ nsema no pɛyi Rooney so de ababeto dwa yɛde ho nsɛm na de mam dwumadie so ma me nsam fanto dwa sɛ Arsenal boboko no anɔpɛ report am nsa ka ɛne sɛ abrante fan sɛ Manchester abrante fan sɛ ɛyɛ John Stones no ɛsɛ Academy Man City no yɛsɛ Arsenal fo mpanyifo sɛ nei wokɔ City abrante ne ntanya bi mo eti nyame adma next summer no wɔn nso makyire hɔ no ɛnya de sɛ no ma ɛkɔ yie de ma ɔmo eti ɔmo bɛ start ne Man City fo mpanyifo di nkɔmɔ na fa abrante fan sɛ John Stones no wɔn nsa etimi aka no na fi next season ɛkɔ no wɔn nso bɛbɔ ball ɛde ama club a ye fene say eye Arsenal boboko no mamenko UEFA fa so ye wonim say enche na Michel Platini no no ye former UEFA president no pay wakọ court no ne nsimo de kodan court ni nyina ne say ade say mira bi atwam ye say Michel Platini ade say okonya $2 million dollars bi e de FIFA fa so ye nam so mo mu kire mo say sika na nei FIFA fo mpanyifo de ma Michel Platini no ade say keta hye ne pro ye sika e no de koma Michel Platini eti papa no wono omo ban ne bebe say 4 years no wono so koya appeal e wo European Court of Human Rights or adeso ndo susu se kwa bia so nom sika no kɔgye nom na ɔyɛ right se sika nom wɔno nso nsɛtimi ka abrante na se papa ya pilo kɔɛ nom anɔpɛ report nom every quarter your friend say European Court of Human Rights and ba enano pen say Michel Platini so set me lose sa appeal one so kwa NHS or twaso a service for year ban and no a report on pay and so ba betoja na Kevin De Bruyne and so a player the mabo ko fence Manchester City nyame ya de weekend Manchester United Man City nebo and no a Manchester derby na report on pay me say kan yes Brandon achi ade so akwa konya back injury nyame ya de weekend a Brandon fence Kevin De Bruyne won't mean sia kan Emma Manchester City abra Manchester derby nom enso eto dwanem na Olugana Solskjaer eni ekobu sanse papa eno na me akasa mbe sa story wei e wo Power Sports so sa branch offense Pogba se de nyame yad mo hwebe ebia next week nom Pogba betimi start full training e de amatim offense Manchester United it say o midfield wonom one na wo ba be drop ne wo be drop ya branch offense Fed na se bia McTominay ana se bia Bruno Fernandes yo ba ye and on their branch nom Ede kwa kwatena bench na mo Pogba so nom watimi creative space de amana na eno na so hye say yen kan kire Manchester United supporters na enemo support club nom ha mo susu say bia daachi bia no abrant offense Pogba ba e bia na ono Olugana so hye nom wo kwa drop obi nom wo se nya sa ne besie wo se Pogba ba obetimi abo 4 midfielders nom Bruno Fernandes ginam na fe Pogba so ginam na abrant offense McTominay enso gina hobi na fe Fred nsusu gina hobi etiene Olugana so hye kirema wo se Pogba ba won drop obi a enso fin ho eno ayenso no pay eno so ba betodwa ye de ho nsem de mam dwumadie so ma me nkɔ branch offense Neymar ma me nkɔ na so ye anɔpɛ reporter men sɛ ka ene sɛ onim sɛ no be ka kyerɛ sɛ Club offense Barcelona wɔn sɛ branch offense Neymar nom wɔn ba bɛ hwɛ bia daakye bia nom nyame yɛ adom efi ɛyɛ sama yi kɔ wɔn bɛ san so try biem sɛ player offense Neymar wɔn nso nsa betumi aka no ama no pɛ kura de mete ɛne sɛ Barcelona for president a yɛ fɛ sɛ Jose Maria Bartomeu anɔpɛ ma memfa nto dwa yɛ sɛ papa nom already yɛ sɛ waka kyerɛ team a yɛ fɛ ne sɛ Barcelona for board of directors nom yɛ sɛ waka kyerɛ binom sɛ ene plan ɔpɛ so ɛne sɛ ɔpɛ so de Antoine Griezmann ɛne branch a yɛ fɛ sɛ Ousmane Dembele mu baako na for kakram enso de aka ho e de akwakofa Neymar e de fi club offense PSG na no pemi bowura team offense PSG aso ya de men say kan say PSG for mpanyifo ye say ebra no bia no wo mo sheda fra branch offense Neymar ene ne tena say kan ne contract no wontimi extend emfa ema club offense PSG ye say de biom ne Neymar kakoko ba sema na branch na reject contract renewal no am ye say besi ne a branch na na dwene say team offense Barcelona no e ho na opeso okoto abo no so etano pedia men say kan and say PSG from Pennyfo, Samra Casadia, one ya jatum say player friends Neymar, say PSG on Peso Bobium, and Copaso Bobiuma, Bianca and contract and co renew and so the Amomo, and they said Yomuchiloma, one so much Tessa Madrid for Epic, Killen and Mbappe, and a Barcelona Fonso Penema, and to some ranch and me party, woman to me, I'm 19 fee club, your fence PSG Muda, and they said Domba Ben some branch of fence Nemanum, and number 2 enough from what Jacaraketwana, your friend say Killen and Mbappe, and no air report on a pay, and also Efitima, your friend say PSG almost so ye ababeto dwa ye do ho nsem edemam dwumadie so ma me nko let's go eye beba wa so ye wo mo sporting director ye friend say Rafael eye Akota papa na no pay Okwa aye Spain report and nam Spain say ne abranch offense Gonzalo Higuain wono aye striker de club ne din enso edu juvenum ye say Atletico Madrid team nom wo mo enya aye Gonzalo Higuain nkomo pe eno na mo sporting director me kan let's go be bow for nom wo mo sporting director nom in fact while anopai wa ba bonte e really out abranch and sign nom wo say abranch offense Gonzalo Higuain nom senka e bi krompa anke ye wono be bow krom ho anase bi kura se bi se bi ne maame ne papa efafuro e wo be bow krom a e bi kwa nkometimi consider wo say abranch ne bi bia no anase criteria simienu a wode agu hoi ba kokura no abranch na timi miti etine player friend Gonzalo Higuain wo mo ntimi ntonom e ma ne mebobo emfama club ye friend Atletico Madrid no e reporter eno so e ba me so no pe wo ye Barcelona supporter anope me so fo so FM et se de ye ase e announcement no anope Barcelona supporters no mo he munim se abranch friend Lautaro Martinez wo ye striker de club le di Edi Inter Milan no Barca fo mpanyifo sa akoda no nyame ya adoma ye sisama ya kwa bia so wo mo ba be sika Edi akwakope player ye fensa Lautaro Martinez na nom na Inter Milan force ye nkan kire Barcelona force sa akwara nom do modi kan kadada sane bo aya 111 million euros intinei ye kasa se Barcelona team nom still amo pa branch fensa Lautaro Martinez eno mo Inter Milan boboko nom won beje 3 players de free Barcelona de di kan aya branch fensa Atamelu o ma ba branch ne din na fe mo player ba ko nei okọ Real Betis obolon e wo Real Betis branch ne din e de eye Carles Alina o ma ba branch ne din de aka ho and after Brant Fence Jean Claire Todibo, one also alone, our Omer Fence German Edmasha Kabobokonum, and the Interlambo and Penny Fosse, Somum Ebit me Ejala, Toro Martinez Samanaqua, and the Arturo Melumra. Abrantani din ade kala salina wono so emrebi na afi jenkle to dibo mrantani mi ensamra na basa fonsan fasika kakram piso ansa na motimeto player ye fene sala toro martina so so no ade ama Barcelona mamenko corona virus mun sensam se de okọ men fense Italy so de year start show ne educate amanfo no se de sa ya de mesrawo ba bia wo bia no wo busuani bi o Italy memu a ye srewa da no pa bia ko nkoto dwani mu a no obompa ye de ama sa ni pakro no esan se ya de no o pe European country ba ko a se corona virus no edi ahini pa spread ye papa na ye Italy komo enam so ma say Italy abani chirema all sporting events no ade se konya ya nkomo suspend ama say kwada de yete ene se Italian Serie A no e bi ko man suspend ya reporter men say kan say nei o metimi abo matches na bra supporters so no entimi enwura stadium ho enko hwe sa matches ni bi ana no pewuram e obobo conference Inter Milan wo mo panyu fatna se ama say ko Italy abana so ya. They say Italy ban say Wamati Department of Biomedical and Clinical Sciences Phobi. Yes, hospital no me adwuma ye fa na Sacco Hospital no e Milan e ho na ade sa sciences no e no so e koso wo mo ye nhwehwemu ehu ko mefa so asa coronavirus no wo metime research na fi wo mo so timi de asia no kwan e wo Italy memu ho na no ene se Interland boboko no wo mo mpanyufo €100,000 de ama sa medical and sa Department of Biomedical Clinical Services Sciences for no wo mo de says canon enso de akwa some research omo ye no wo mo fanhye mu kina sara bia coronavirus no asem so betimi atu eno report no pay efi Italy ba ye de ho nsem enso de mam dwumadie so na Ronaldinho enho aba asem anope me so ejare fa pictures ni go Facebook live mame Ronaldinho ho aba asem ni nyina ne se Ronaldinho ni nua a omo eyo madwen so mdo mo ni e kire omo efense Paraguay na for matimi akwakoye eye charity work bi na Ronaldinho konom abranti akwa yusu fake eye passport ye the passport no eni ni nua na bra Ronaldinho mo che wo no ye de nyina edi go Facebook live on timesram anope se bia wutie me na opese wo hwese de Ronaldinho na nchie na si kwa Paraguay mamu ha ejare ede eye pictures no enso so edi guo na Ronaldinho asema meken yese bro ni nua no kodru e Paraguay no yese passport na ekuto om ni nyina na fake Ronaldinho de ne de yese ono ankasa ne din ne wo so e na bia bia wo no wo so e na ni date of birth ne ade ni nyina agu so ne momom kire mo si Ronaldinho say ai ono no o ma naturalize no e Paraguay mamu ho yese sa asem na Ronaldinho kokan no mo se nya no kore da eti pictures ne da Facebook live no wo hwe Ronaldinho ni nua na wo mo eye passport eye fake no e na no so eda ho no na anopami wuram e wo mo friends Brazil and I'm able to say, na so Paraguay and Brazil, and Camo Crampo, Hassan Camo Yabumanasa, na de Menseka, and says, so you're Brazilian, and one say Biokuta nationality Crampa, which me do raw my friends of Paraguay, a Tomontia says Ronaldinho, Etimukoya South fake passport, or the Belgium and so Maya, your friends of Paraguay, no Mominino, Obacan and Samu Baby Beto just Ronaldinho, yes, so Aquaquaya DB, our my friends of Brazil, I'm a Brazil, a Banet Messi, a brand and a passport, yes, say, air fine on. No mo finding Ronaldinho na so omra betua sika na omo ko Ronaldinho ne bank account ma $6 per na na dem abrante se hia no bruta akora keto osi so obobo e se mamienu no awade omabom ama se de ahokyere pa no ebi e ko Ronaldinho afam e se Ronaldinho so ko Brazil mamu a ade se abana season passport no enu nti na ebia Ronaldinho enso ko yesa fake passport na no pay e ho nsem aba betodwa yegusu a ye monitor sansensem nyame yadma wia latest bia no ye de ho nsem enso de ba mamo na jogging clubs so no pay papa ibu fu bruta jogging clubs Liverpool players no in fact ya de se omo eche se omo muwa makoda keto a ye fense Takumi Minamino no wo se akodanya de se Liverpool players no wo mo boa no cross na no ada wo mo ni Chelsea game e ko so Chelsea e so eyu omo film FA Cup no sen Liverpool boys no etimi boa abrante fense Minamino na akanya de se Liverpool team no ebetimi alusu sa match no wo se Liverpool players nya bola wo mo empase mfama akoda keto no etida bia so mo bola obo na sa akoda no aso na nambo nim sa mo hyede hudi oye obenwa na Liverpool team no enso etimi alusu na nansem wo ba bi na Manchester United akoda keto bia wonya 10 years pe etwe olete de koma jogging club so papa wo hwe kon fa so a wo we ne matches ne de ade na wo no akoda ne de ha ne ye papa etibe jogging club no wo lusu matches ne kakra na fo no so no eni nye kakra kakra na anɔpɛ de mete ne sɛ fi sɛ jogging club ne saka sa letter nom he yes Atletico Madrid for Champions League 1 no ma Liverpool Chelsea for so nom okɔ FA Cup no ma wom no ma Liverpool okɔ Watford nom so Premier League nom after 44 unbeaten run nom so timi a Liverpool say wom ama say nei okɔ social media so ampa amanfo has started ka kyerɛ akɔda no sɛ masa kɔso no twɛ letter nom ɛfa kɔma coach ne san say nei Liverpool team nom yɛ pɛsɛ mo to aso enso timi lusu matches ne mo ɛnom report no pay ɛno nso aba beto dwa yɛ de ho nsɛm ɛde ma na Harry Kane so yɛ striker ɛde ma bobo kɔ ɛfɛn sɛ Tottenham Hotspur no pay reporter mensa kan say Brantia ye friend Harry Kane ye say waka cha Tottenham Tottenham from penny for say one no so man timi an qualify an Champions League dia e na nyame adma next season party won tena hobie mu obakọ akọbọ ball e dia ma Manchester United no reporter no pay e no so aba betodwa na nim say nyame adma weekend Barcelona for e kwa akọbọ La Liga game na ma memfa nto ja say Barca team no ye say since 2014-2015 season no Barca for bia wo mo any team friend say Madrid for bobo El Clasico awie no ye say after El Clasico no say Barca for renew so omo lusu omo next game no omo 10 lusu yes omo bo 10 omo bo bebe say 11 matches na 11 matches no omo awe na makoma ko 10 and omo draw ba ko pe etinyame aduma weekend the team on Barcelona for bo no jesu ogina ye esan say Barca team ne bribi on babo e classic awie no ahoden sonkom di wuram no ya ena enya asem ketwa na Eric Dyer ho asem na me ka kire no nyame aduma de nyabotre na me nto ande kakra mra me wi a me ba be yi Eric Dyer video no enso e de ato na Kennedy de guitar sala me srom ano pay se bia wutim na pe home appliances ato ye papa ne boda form na ebeche dia ma wa me so ko Kennedy digital satellite aso ye wakofa 24 inches enom ye digital satellite TV ne bo ye 449 and for the 32 inches ni bia ba ne bo ye 549 na se bia opebia to akoton a wode ma 519 Kennedy digital satellite o pe 40 inches a ne bo ye 899 na se ye ka se de wode air conditions no more portable ones no chairman wode bebrebe na ba no pay awo
na ububu TVs no meti 699
TV no have because ya wo de cheche 24 inches no 449 and
afu
brutal and 32 inches no enso ya 549 na 549 so kona kwa kutu akoton a o sad be ma 519
wow
519
na se obetimi akoton a obeton na bia 499 na se 500 na beton no kra oton ba ku bia wonya profit of 80 Ghana cedis
yes
and just say Kennedy osabu amanfo kra mo musa obo amanfo dwetre no because se o ye adwuma obo amadwuma koso and na nyoma no so ye nyoma papa and ne boda form
no man de amanfo
it a young man pa na se no dan so fine obu an fun
na me catch say e should be kakra na say kwem say be 2 days pending so started to yes an fun standing for to an ocho ba kwa kam
wow
ye ka say kura unya ye ne ya kura kwa standing
for it fun eti bi bodi no fan bi ho
bi ho ase ujina kutoka internet
ati ase plane etu ko na koto fan bi na air conditions no papa pa no wasa tete so
what it is no de kura na say condition chairman okoto a no wasan so do bi adi wachi free installation.
Oh,
free installation.
Never now go test come over.
We go buy install am ko be 150 Ghana. We was free. For the pan ko be adi ko be no more free.
Oh.
Chai.
I say nyina dia ni chemo Kennedy the gas light say.
Ko for hene no nti say de.
Me the Kennedy baby me ya me tie copper ye you no. Patase no. Ma bina usito no ABC. So ba get ncha no. Abisa na PFM mu no. Adom house. Yes.
Ho na abenya Kennedy na ko so so a no ma de bebrebe na no ande oton wo adum no enu an oton ha.
The same thing.
The same thing.
Na pepepe
and abandonment for promotion koso we are abandonment na se bia order affordability package so na se bia salary no ever control and accountant general department officer we the pay slip no kwa no waje no ma flexible payment plan
so ti ma no madam no ma
nyina no that
now the tete was no tikete
and no kwa na be say decide o chairman
says but you say
metia o ya dia ho ben ha no so hwan ha na se
David Kennedy they say them say Kennedy there Obama asanteman Kennedy no
we say akeke no adwuma o ye kurum ha and no ma no so de ne bu afu obia de obi okroma bi oso ton home appliance and electronics de ento Kennedy ne de man buofo
ni Kennedy no man dey e ho na also obia go ton
ne school for laptops na pair air condition deep freezers and microwaves na pa ni nyina odi bia buckets ne ade blender standing fan ceiling fan bibia opebia me so ko ho she so the KDS ceiling fans ne KDS brands no what the more e de abantime from anope se bia otim na se okọ family plaza no so wadum udu adum abusa family plaza bia boss fa uduru obia be kire family plaza no first floor store number 20 na store number 22 and I said the chairman di kan to dwana patasi adoma so main street no so uduru wa ho onsa beka Kennedy digital sala number no 0244385128 0244385128 sanso na 0207 65 30 31 0207 65 30 31 no phone number na onsa ebetimi akan keke na fi onso etimi akwa akojunoma na me so no pe yenko Ghana Premium Passport Application Center unim se enka na me ka chro se ebia na tisunyane Oti baby to say be a dunkwa, o takwa, o techiman, and I say be your boss man ponfenso, and they be up a passport. Just a first ofa ka konkan anase bia ko goro boy bi no opeka kra dia manom na fotima ko passport ndia ma da bi say wodim say aban nom Ministry of Foreign Affairs issue directive dia babonten say e free 1st of March ye wom ya o e ko nyina say passport nom the first so ha no wakọ akoto na bank na adan sa form say nya ne say biem just oba Ghana Premium Passport Application Center pe e ho na ba na mpanyfo no atena say passport na peso ye fele ne kama dia ma o etimi srom opomachira kwa brekuma se adum onya ba aduma ba bia edan a ye fense Thankful Height building uduru wa dum da bia Fidelity Bank worom wo any press before guest house na be uduru wa on sabeka Ghana Premium Passport Application Center wo number ni e bi kwan so adu adum no wayera no afa 030 0302 21 49 44 0302 21 49 44 friend number na on sa ebetimi aka Ghana Premium Passport Application Center me so pa denso no ma pa ni bi e bia wo Sudan be woduru no also timi bodan ni so anase bia pa denso no ma pa dia kwa Sudan wo pese o boda duom pa na se dan ni so a wo se jinane na so na mesrom anope foni fache Jack Expert Roofing faso ye wo mo the long span bi aba na fe IB anom de bi aba na change yes Jack Roofing
ai the teresa nan say am yonko viva bridge be mu bai e mo ko ma so ye na adanse a wodi no say on why ambassador also ko ase do mesi ade ofeso o ma atimi ko ye yini ko akoye ko ye measurement na yina ma
engineers na mo na o e bia measurement bia pbi o mai o mo nyo ka preba o
free also mo ye ni nyina o be measurement bia ma free no ma tro se de also ni o mani si we ne be fata we ne be say ne bo no so da fom pa
papa mi bia o ti abruchira o de ne dan gya no ani nua o say ai na o engineer bi kro be measure de no kro si ko o je no nya asem tito tiamona ne na utie Facebook live yi so now there usi udan o bia measurement ne ade o pese hu costa o de adwom number ne from CCA
ai fa number ntu da we na try baby o mo
number ne 0596 015455 0596 015455 what Ghana he yan so o de braton su munako Presby Junction baby asoka bet oba on sabet mi akomo betwe fon so koso na bet www.betway.com.gh nya wuro mu ha on su bet mi abet no nyina be ko de ma GT Bank for Stella salary workers men koso na men kai mo say 1.5 interest rate no wo bana be pebo seni bia e bia na o ye salary worker e na pebo seni wa dia no an so be fe number bia na person fe da inquiry 0302 611560 fe number na on sabeka GT Bank for Rock Care Clinic Limited wo na de vein capsules ne dia ba vein capsules ne de bia me ka cho so your buy be na se bia ya dem bia jonso problem bia wo face no wo de ne vein capsules oba wo ta jonso na hu ade bia white fluid bi e wa ya sa na se bia be ma wo jonso ne mo pa mi no ni ade oba jonso asebuti pampan enso ewechi awode eye vein capsules sunya bia betimi abo ye papa pakum no yes pakum ni nie me se me namfo no mo bedwom ni ade amofa wo se na pakum no magia tumbruta me so no pese bia wo ye be ma na wutie me wo kosie ni sisia no agem anase bia be ma low sperm count na hawa wo de eye pakum ni bia ebebo ye papa ko alaba wo kumase a wo ko alaba ba bi osika fie ne suduru ha wo mo eno mo ne din hwene sanso na kan dental pantan junction so uduru an sabeka Rock Care Clinic Limited for number ni 0244 183230 0244 183230 sanso ena Franco Trading Enterprise ho eye home of quality phones and computers mobile phone ben ena wo pe bi ekura on sabeka bi anase bi accessories no bia na open phone chargers power banks ne cables ne ade ne nyina kwa Franco Trading Enterprise on sabeka bi kwa dum babu baza for dan ne bia jaba house no wo mo eben sanso na KO Morocco ho no aso do ani a champion for office duru ha on sabeka Franco Trading Enterprise o mo number ni e bia na person autonomy bi ekokotu koton a 0245 31 69 69 0245 31 69 69 wo fe number na sabetimi akom let's go savings and loans me say enano adam abrante bi kana semche na emobo se wosi yetua ne ka match ya o yetua ne ka ene ya wada sika no gene benada no oje ye
otua no kawi no
chairman say only do oye bi mu
broke in 60 minutes.
Enya asem kitu echa oje salary ni Tuesday, Wednesday no kwatwa utility bills no, water bill ne light bill. Na Thursday otua mo do mo kanyina edu Friday o say inskani nyina asa. Ya ho kira sa ba. Etimi so oye obi sa na sa no pay wutim na pebosia pad ya adwuma ye salary worker. Ebia meka say ade bi atowa mesrew for ne fa che let's go savings salons so kwa omo ebetimi amabose ne bo ye individual kwa na bia pebosia be mo bi corporate investment so no omo eye bi omo so omo kuta 2 million customers eye Ghana ha say mesrew da bia meka kiro say adwuma mo ye okruma no sabi ye kanya adwuma papa ko bank ne kura na ebi kura nke consolidation anase bia nke egu no etimi sro for ni fa cha asafo baabi a senate office no duru wa omo sabe kimi akon ma na say okọ bantima silver crest dan ni mu a so okọ let's go savings salons mpanyifo wo no be ye adwuma number ni nie ebia oduru mi ya ho na so wayera number no 0570 949 016 0570 949 016 True Vine Hotel se de hotel ba ko ekure mu a na otwa wie ye bia ho ye busy pa no True Vine Hotel san se nei obi agye atum na nyame yad mo weekendi se bia wutie me na opeso birthday party ana se bia wedding reception ana se bia nei wan kasa na bia mo corporate company bi ene mpese mo nya baabi ye conference meetings ne ade a okọ True Van Hotel ampanyifo betimi amodo ate wo mo honom etimi fa nipa be 2000 over ene mo sanso e wo serene environment wo mo sanso spacious car park etimi so fo anim e fa che True Van Hotel de okọ a wo mo rooms no cheda kobo ni akoma ne kwhwe ho edu awia ana se bia numere bi kura na bia peso have lunch ana se bia dinner bia wuram True Van Hotel anuane bia pa bia di no nsa ebetimi akabi kwa hojo runabout no so ahoju nhye so asem na make runabout no duru won wayera busa hefa na True Van Hotel bia be kire ana so duru won wayera mo number ni fa pen ne paper na kire number no 0205 322 331 0205 322 331 first number na onsa ebetimi akom fufuo party ebrana so nyame ya domo chena ena fufuo party ne ba so ntime sram wo wunya nto wa poto yo ankono koto sanse chena de ye beti fufuo ye beri nam ye bedi nam ye chena de nya asem keto am say fufuo party ye di fufuo na live band music enso tata so chena de asaboni nkuma sase wo hwe nkwan na say ti fufuo we nam ete nam nya asem keto enti nyame ya domo chena de wo Nhyira fam anim ha ye wei ye nko ba bia ye nyina e ba ha me so wo chena wa de apoto yo akese pa beba no menu nyina betena se ne ato nsa de didi nti chena de enyu ho famfim na dwumadie LR Natural for Adama and almost as I said, Djumadi de Eba, Nadia Tennessee, Oyo Ba, one can say, do baby as a lawyer, which him so tona farm, do baby and no CC China Cabo Mesrom, Opesonia Coca-Cola, part him so yes, we see a Bonteca's sister your bed and more fenny form near corner, Mesrom, not when he editor LR Natural for so Koha, one bet me a boa papa Banam 054214 7030, Offenam Banan, Sabetimia Como Kennedy get slide, Yamiad Mochanke Ken, and so Sonia who fe Belinda Eba, one more energy for pandem machines in banti nyame admo chana de nya asem ketoa ni mu hase no ampaya edwanti chinam wo ba ofu pan machine so wotetebo ni nyina so mo amoto fufuo na mo amoba bedi fufuo nyina ope ofu pan machine bi nyame admo chana bra hey Kennedy edibi etoa yen one ne yere ahofe Belinda ntimi so ko adum so a onsa ebetimi akabisa nsom na patase wo ko nso adom so number ne 0244 385128 sansom na Faith Homeopathic Center omso ka hu bi na Garistic Ventures omo na de Zahar mixture de abadwama so na fi otu African Rural Bank Limited wo se men kanjo se bro mo shares no as low as 50 pesos so ba onsa ebetimi akabi Trade Winds Chemist omso kan bo mum na de traumatam tablet ne de ba malaria fever nyina no etu ase de ma GT Bank fon so se bra oba ene interest rate no for mo pebosia de akwa adwuma omo ebetimi amobesan so na dole yogurt eno so yogurt no kwa se de ekrum a nya asem keto unya bia ebebo yi papa opebi atimi eto akwa koto no 0249 0173020249 017302 first number na onsa ebetimi akom na happy birthday chairman enko enfama Mr Francis Fojo dodona friend abega Mr Francis Fojo dodona friend abega na abega birthday bi abega happy birthday to you na no duro safo so se ne papa yi no nyame ya adoma 1 week no baso na ne papa na no duro safo Ghana Football Association Executive Council member ne papa ne late father fena Anthony Kwame Oduro no so aka nchine gu na nyame ya adoma ebeba so ne 1 week ne baso ewo Awudome Estate no in between Mothers Inn and Kaneshi Polyclinic ho ene nyame ya adoma 1 week ne baso na omuwia na ombe no after clinic or say after clinic church service okay ho ene beba so panundu energy no baso nyame ya adoma Sunday energy medin baso ne papa nyini pa 86 years
86 nyame sha no okay wala nenso the birthday of Hafsa Alhajia Ali Maradona.
Fantastic.
Hafsa Alhajia Ali Maradona. It did not say Kevicho.
I say Ali Maradona society.
Ali Maradona ire. And a birthday. Hafsa Alhajia Ali Maradona. Or National Service or RCC.
Okay.
Hafsa Alhajia Ali Maradona. So happy birthday. We ukunu the free Canada. I see in country. Ali is Canada not. Hafsa Alhajia Ali Maradona.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Chama before say be kono Eric Dyer video no enra Tottenham me no which mean say time ne kode ba we yin be 1 minute bi ejare yemfa nto na Eric Dyer de tell say game ne koso mbo game ne wie na ni
emra na which you free
ni nua ene nabusuan 40 stance nim ena aja supporters ni bi dia brand na tem na ni nua
in fact no odi ono na tem ena ni nua no ka bi ena odi ni nua na tem team na owrata na ni moko rata na ni mako na eho no bia na omote no ni nua no te na ho ye area reserved for players families no eho ti brand bi to na is verbal abuse
they can
dia tem ena ni nua no se ni nua ketwa unse if I'm not naily, Brabo Mukrano, or your big brother, you protect your younger siblings. And I say, and so who are there no who dear custom and the two is come. No, this is that those are all the new. Oh, and once we have a so then you pidan never ways no pidako, no muzubium, no pidako. I've never been any gunning. No musu so ni mutu stewards no and restraining say onya boteman give me to we live on Facebook ojai e dey ato sisi say
imagine say di pa say Ghana we player bobo bi support na nyi na odi watema so ko ho oso constance ni
aha no mu nyina so muso onyan amu nyina so ni nwan kra so patan so onyan nyawe na baby okon na ehu baby okon na o charge na no okon ogosro no o huri fa de no so sei o huri fa we no fa we so no apega na stretch no fa we so ajai eni
baby no
tisim na okon anu wa charge ogosro oh chazo bi on
bono ma boy yesu ka
abante ni dwane o bana abante ni dwane abante ni tebe jose so one thing on the ban no we Diana Jose Marina kasa about it to say onim dey see there but or to say the brother na yi ono be so be take disciplinary actions against the player or say there be na se Tottenham so eya he will not agree and Jose Mourinho nsema what the two that regards to asema Dyer issue you know Mourinho nsema what the two
that please for identify fan or yes ade no
yes
into omo investigation
yes police for investigate Tottenham was also more investigation an investigation on the matter concerning the incident na pictures no baby akwani dwane na asegese komo no e hono say na pictures no yo na ma tiefo timi hu ni na ma oje timi ne timi appreciate said the nneoma sisi ye e wo day no ana say nra no ne hu ensem okay I insure 104.5 on that Dyer note yamrefi niema mehwe eye efisem no ensu emu na the thing say Tottenham must be joma film we say amanfo fifiri ma fine tie said the no be si akọ the Liverpool fonso is almost baby afa. Okay, this incident is see Lamte and Michael Sakra and sorry Gigi at the end Michael Sakra kasa dia fa ho ye ba be hwe ho ensem Babeka champion Dr. Gogu Frimpong Nana
Chairman
okay so can be about the players no mo ball
no against Wafa
no
say osusu em say bi mu koje etwa bet
it you say o dem national gate ni bia na so mo hwem na no na George Ofosu yini George Ofosu yini you general manager for Wafa ono so bu ofu na so kan say oh na ana champion ka sa ansem no na so no mo deserve so mo no ti dey no nyame ne di as go da ho afofie yes ko mo so mo 10 mo do on the day.
Well, I know the matite, but I think I don't want to dwell on it because, Sabi, now we are in a game-changing era. Yabol Liga, Yenshad and the headline sponsor. Into a club like Ashko, a show such in a competitive manner like this. Now we accept your defeat and go back and do your homework. You try to derogate the whole idea FNA sponsors. They are so that's what I think you are being unfair to the Association of Ghana Football, and you are also being unfair to the clubs in general, and also to your own players that you are accusing of doing betting with the match. I think it's a Fatasenka Papa Penny club near Odia, and Fatasenko can be bizarre public because Emma encourages sponsors, Mame sponsor a league. Sir, match now Amber Life, Senkaba Life, Kamunya Brunse, Wafa could have scored 10 goals.
Adia George Vosuhin in some car in reaction to champion. I Dr. Gogo from Pon in some and so the two. Now, Thomas Nunu, a retired referee. In fact, Thomas Nunu said, the GFA should investigate. Sir, champions in the players are good to bet. And so you can say, Philly German, of course.
With the FA must investigate straight. Because if I France on that betting, or any match where we are the football setting, whether you're a match official, you're an administrator, you're 1-1-1. If I France on that, we will feed the appropriate FIFA article. That France on that integrity tester, we have to be, you know, fine. So the players don't even qualify to go there. And just say, yeah, say we are only on not or the account. And then when we are saying this matter must not go to red crowd.
Well, dear, say if you don't ever deal with this matter, said you know, but as it stands, no, champion iron accusations, what a referee, what the wafa, Fonso Eka. It didn't you know, Ebamia who said and some no about to see John Sabua Lassan, Akasa, now John Sabua Lassan's working as was he 23 months squad. Oh, was one day the best squad we have, any friend.
This is the best. Somebody should take note of the fact that Ghana has hundreds of very talented players scattered all around the world. The coach doesn't have a luxury of being able to call up everybody. He can only call a certain a limited number at a time. So as far as we on the Black Stars Management Committee are concerned, he has done due diligence. We have extensively scouted the players that have been called, and we think that under the circumstances is the best squad that we can assemble for this particular round of 2 matches. However, going forward, you can never tell that everybody in this particular squad will maintain their place. There will definitely be some outgoings and some incomings.
John Sabua Lassa, now a director for even formerly known RTU. Say, John Sabua Lassa, no, didn't some no RTU, former the Pele manager. So, I don't know. Well, MTN Cup draw no about round of 32. Na say na zone 1 Techiman. Sorry, Tamale City ni wamanafo Mighty Royals. While Suntana Bofakota no bichim any Unity FC Paga Crocodiles, any RTU. Young Apostles ni Kenyans New Dreams. And zone 2 no so Mediama Sporting Club Omnikin Fizer on Ebebo. Ice Gold ni Samatics. BYF Academy, Omni Unistar Academy. Venomous Vipers, any Elmina Sharks. Nzema Kotoko, Omani Asokwa Deportivo. Zone 3 no say Hearts of Folk versus Oko United. Legon Cities, any Vision FC. Lipe Heroes, Omonso, any Dreams FC. And Emmanuel FC in Star Madrid, Liberty Professionals, Accra Good Olympics, and Atema Youth Wafa. You know, any match said your home city. Well, Hearts of Oak, out and then deadline, no, say Hearts of Oak. Either they confirm Edward Ni Odum as their substantive head coach, and I said they will furnish the club licensing board with a new name. Say Ononebe on coach. Now the editing say Coach Eveno Edward Bote Ni Odum. I use a license a holder. I saw never has Jumedino so as caretaker no. Has the no one did the say on handle team no. And I say oh yeah almost substantive coach. Well, now to the Almin Lamte. Almin Lamte in Centroni no. Okan Adwin said the university. In fact, in Sensema buy for prosperity nado. yeah, FA General Secretary, the salary homes and some no. I mean, Lamte, a so and Nama Sansimunina, a Piabon things 18,000 homes and some no. Now, I mean, Lamte, and yet it's only Gigi, no, on a club president for Dreams FC. Only Gigi, me, no, share baby, I'm a pay. Now, I mean, Lamte pictures, no, you even to Facebook Live. Net here for more. Night me appreciate the situation better now. I mean, let me narrate what truly transpired. The see ya. I go for a win a buy.
No buy. No money. We say well, muna deni. Me can't say dia. Ono awa bi share no. Muslim food ye. No wa buy. No be share do more. Nje o buy no antia. Eno kono oje so alaikum salam. Nje hana mini abai wano. Yedi nkomo a. On say me nko enemy so ende me ko. Me call me drew me play about Chelsea hey. Now what I mean? Also I know we am paying for we am for by heart. Now let me say chairman that is what chairman then also one of my yano also I know church I don't know who you get to cook I don't know yes sir. Let me see now after my yes get to cook every president now until on evidence ya no ba on catch them say that me papa me shemu we should be machine ya there they say let me say now also checking the new one after my president gets 30 minutes also get so sorry now we continue to sky one crop now we still church there now we am finish for now catch and crop say na me no popularity na me pay so one here phone I want me to so boom they say who cry so na me now na hey get for me opejamo I know they may echo from it. Luckily, no, me left hand is supporting me. Kakra. It's landing no impact, you know, any massive. Me west enemy part of the reefs, you know. I am in papa in agro.
I mean, Lamte, so share live on Facebook. I mean, Lamte picture be and run circulation on social media. When any muja and they are two ono. Or say, what I was not got to credit to go to electricity credit. And I go far away about share Gigi or Kasana. When what in the narration no said Etienne Michael Secret. Only a Vision FC, almost a president, and chief of staff for Ketokrekus campaign to be the FA president. Meaning, so only Michael Secretary. Emma Mobile pay FA presidency, no. Oh, here, Ket, Ego fan a form, no. A branch here, Cassibia and Mo Dubia, no, or 10 in chain. Our Kanima, no more too holy. Chatalin, no, any of them, Michael Secretary. Or say, or say, as you know. Osra mi lamti emfake to kreku. Oni didi wamasem man emfaket emmansim nim.
Dijimu were with Bimbo na umumu team. Abi Lamte was with another faction and Gigi and Prince during those times. They make a different issue. Where it doesn't have anything to do with the FA president. Or person or make no person make case. No man has them yet. Then it will be linked say. Because or criticize the cat in Gigi back, but besides said before I get Babe president, no, not only Gigi and come on, Constantine, assemblyman, that time not Ket the president of the FA. He also gave his misgivings, or he had information say Gigi Muko support another candidate against him. You understand? And I can tell you on authority say, Amin Lante has spoken to one big person, telling the person say, Ket and the consulting and son or Constantine. For every election, they make a note as so. Sara issue where no a bush and Omuna Mamma be on. I mean, Lamte, I mean, Lamte ba, a bucket, I mean, Lamte neba, a bucket junior, still believe the junior a course. They make a note as issue, no, and yeah, matter of the D president, and I mean, Lamte criticizing, no, being personal be at the foul, because they all almost differences between Gigi, ni Amin Lamte, ni Prince. Omu differences, and they all grew up in the same neighborhood. Some Ket and then force a million more course could be journalism. Bisami Lamp Ket echo and yet. So Ket has nothing against him.
Okay, got the chief of staff, Michael Secretary, and also Edeni Diaba on that particular maternity. Young transfer events. As goes, they say Thomas Gianni as the new assistant coach. Now Mambo, I name so a holding that position. No, Mambo also a champion this year. Champion they have two him. Now Busana say Mambo then away. Mambo on his meeting with champion Dr. Goku Frimpong.
One Kushia and I'm introduced to coach my and I'm introduced to assistant coach. They take over. Oh, the one I'm going to call junior side. Now, I'm fighting and mom that analyzing market ahead. Yeah, if I don't know about catching this, but I have to think about it. I have to go and see my advisors and think about it. So far, they are saying.
But the okay, and they say, what for game now? Like, we lose 6-1 man, 80 decision.
Sano kind. Sano kind is where we really try to try everything because we actually will say, oh, that's so easy, sir. I think, what the play. If we're going to organize our boys to play like that, yeah, so we do one of them. It's so easy to produce a lot of water. Our team is 2:30, so we around 3:30, when they train 4 o'clock. Well, look at the threat of fatigue among the players. The accumulation of fatigue, but all these things is not seen. This was the 2 point after the Kaipa, the bar, we travel on Friday, so much. We travel on Friday night, we are putting our match. We are ready. No play for 1 day. In the next day, no play start at 3 o'clock in the match. And we get the icon scoreline, Papa. So if you come and then you handle things like this, there is a problem with that. So, problem with the accumulation of fatigue. A part of that is your practice, aspect performance, motivation, all these things are not there. So these are some of the problems. No, they've not been fair to me. So that's why I would say it louder. They will not be fair to me. The next step here, and say, I'm preparing myself. When you say me, I'm a teacher by profession. I have my profession already. This is my hobby. Coaching is my hobby. At any given time, I can get some coaching. There is no problem. I can go and come back. I can go and then handle those things. But I'm looking at my profession first.
So this is very good.
Be a half like Yopa like Yopa like this, half like this.
Someone person catch a man for.
What time is the I thought it's support too, so they are asking anyone before you now support it would be to support you. That's we are a bit much, but I know majority of us, about 90% of us supporters are in support of number a big deal to that people. And we never such and so they should continue supporting you. No, as good you guys, we continue to support as good, but after a popular time, we hear this number again. It is a Diana as good, Papa and the Papa bar when they think about this number.
Okay, I've got no, maybe a Papa be sad baby, Papa no bar. On my side, could mambo. Well, news I banner say, Sonia Yakuba, Kotoko, or a part of Kotoko squad to face Karela. Kotoko team number Naka home. Now, there by Nancy say, Sonia Yakuba agent near Santiago requires successful meetings. Likely send a contract number extended. Contract maybe will not extended. And I said, oh no. I am a chance in future, and they are going to tell Ness in Echo. August, I have been appointed as MTNFA Cup ambassador. That is news coming in. They say Sonia Kuba, we can't send back up any CBSCC. I told her I could opinion on fat Nico, money for Nico, yet. I told her I was now, but take a car. Oh, another the economy. No, say, okay, as good for maybe. Omoko some pass good 4 players.
Yeah.
I do because numbers of good team and I'm about African. I've a child will castle. You're the boys, remember 1. I've a common castle, 2, or a pension to go for 1 tiasi on pet. And I'm free Africa. That is not to say the place, but boy, but we care about say sometimes maybe I will take a crabby. Oh, I will take a crabby. Ebeboa. Now, I allow Bano. Masokrodu, I can't say way. Why Kwame Ba is in the post and Felix is on the bench? I mean, some of them are on MP, and me sure said my stand on this matter. I think for me take a kind of him, but I think Max on Chimwa or the other.
That issue for me, I don't see it to be any big thing. I mean, we are all protocol materials, and whoever dons the jersey and we win, why not? Everybody is a protocol material, and we are working as a team. I believe everybody is okay. There's no division in camp. That is the most important thing. No division in camp. and we keep talking to them for them to understand the situation we find ourselves in. Yeah, things were fragile a bit, but we managed to settle it. So we have to, build on that. We don't want any body to feel neglected or feel left out and all that. We bring everybody on board to make them understand that the team we are all serving is more important than all of us. So we have to think about the team's interest first before.
Ella, or address
okay.
Asam no one can you. Other guy, you can't be without the crowd saying. Because I say, Omunyina got to play. No doubt. I mean, we understand. Me God, they say, me position on the matter. Mami Zanka to 30 seconds. Kwame Ba, our him now. I think he's doing fantastically well. He's doing very, very, very well. So your Bema no Fradia. Just say that Kwame Ba is now my number one. Yes. Because on the face of the pink sheet, he is your number one. And I already going to say, we should not be saying that. Oh, I say we are all going to place to be able to born is our baby. Your first choice goalkeeper. First choice goalkeeper is your number one goalkeeper.
How do they lose their positions?
How do they lose their positions? Of course,
out of form.
Out of form, yes.
Injuries and suspensions.
And suspensions, of course.
Fellas in Foley under any of these categories.
Chilemu say by way of marriage. But Chilemu say be abande na ware no. O na say na ware na go ba tum na.
Ware say a story no ye ha. Oh, it does not make sense to people. Then bibi wo ho o dia ware na trigger because then it means a person or chem say aware nya de pa na,
O person is a time go.
The time in say 7 there. But that's their major point, but at the end of the day, chairman,
yes,
if you know about this.
Me point grand you. Say ball oh yeah dia physical. Yes sir. Ebia Felix, Felix prizes no team baby ban ho. Kono decided not to sell him because he became the face of the team. No problem, the contract is so we need the contract. We need the contract now because Felix Awari na buy so be Awari and Zana go sign contract. I mean, say yen net say Awari no even use dia. Felix Awari no kai say discuss no aka so. Around the go so yes ka dia ko ware because which means that money mo your contract negotiations you are aware say o ko ware. And the date of the go ware na ba. Enti say enu na anya de na one sign biom ne so be ton na mo bia discuss akra dia beti yo. Enti maso enye bold. So back class of supporters. Kwamba is doing well. He's keeping the post and he's doing very, very well.
It doesn't matter.
And now man for a downplay Kwamba's, abilities. Kwamba is doing very well. But let's not play the hypocrite and say that we are going to go play. No, we are going to go play. I'm not going to go play. Take to more camp. I'm not going to love you no more ball.
So in football, so all around the footballer, the sporting aspect now, park must meet the commercial aspect of football. And you got to management almost to where Saka maybe a Kotoko management member. Exactly, maybe a Kotoko management member.
That's why the marriage story is just the screen. Sikana branch
or returning,
any wedding, I say. A month for me, fans be
Adriana for number.
Say 2000 no mu year no. I'm for.
No, I'm say asem no say unim. Asem who can one year careful. People combine the two. There are two separate issues here. Felix losing his position and Kwamba's performance. Per performance of Kwamba, he has a right to be in the post.
Yeah.
Because he's doing very well.
Mama typical example. Liverpool second choice goalkeeper no Adrian. First choice goalkeeper ni prior no. Adrian kept a fantastic goal post. Becca Bayern, he just came for his position.
Between Becca and Adrian on any good day. Who coach the crowd no. Andra no that position who go consider against Chelsea.
But Chamo, Obi, yes, the period na Becca course. I think was it injury?
Yeah.
That period na Obademono. He was fantastic.
Yes,
but right after the injury, he just came for his position.
Yes,
as long as you are his number one.
Number one walks into the boat.
But a second choice goalkeeper in net 2.
Yeah.
Is he a bad goalkeeper?
No, not a bad. But he was number 2 at Juve. He's never been number 1.
But when
you were at first choice, you are first choice.
Yes, that one is agreed. But in this example, senior Kwame Basu is here rising. Kwame Basu is national team pro. Under 23 and the sort of performance. In fact, I watched the Algeria game in Algiers. Fantastic performance. Make it also. I was saying two sides. No, now to me. Has Kwame Ba closed the gap?
Or has he not close? He has demoted. In fact, he has taken over the number one position.
So even that is an advantage for Kwame Ba.
Of course.
So even some argue say, but even if he's overtaking Felix, then if you argue say Felix should be in the national team, why not Kwame Ba?
It will be me. It's not make us. Someone say, "Sadie na kotoko mpenimfo create no." Over test you are not about to find just a little bit more wood in the way or has it. Obama, because I medium order. Okay, Jamaican, just by the way, right? Unse because of how the discussion has been, it is taking away something from Kwambe's performance. But the boy is doing very well. If you watch him, he's doing very well. But it is happening because the coach is failing to show leadership. It's as simple as that. The coach is failing to show leadership. The thing is simple. Felix has now lost his position to Kwamba. Me to say how I see is that he has lost his position to Kwamba, but any footballing reason.
Absolutely.
So if that is the case, that is not good for the team. Apart from not being good for the team, it is taking the shine away from, because Kwamba can genuinely, if the narrative would have been said, she said Kwamba to Felix. So Kwamba to Felix there. Kwamba becomes one of the candidates for the Black Stars. Because if the Black Stars second choice goalkeeper, who's the first? Because Felix became the second choice. Ahead of Bakure Atizigi. Obviously, Felix is the second choice. So if you have the goalkeeper and the team two, the second choice goalkeeper of the Black Stars there, then that goalkeeper is good enough to go to the Black Stars. And that's what make logically a year. But because the entire any footballing reason, it is not because you're better than waiting no. But because of Kowari, because of Mukoji is kind of the chairman said they are victimizing the boy.
And that is reason back why I'm saying 10 players now Kotoko the boy Diana reason around it,
drone. Yes, if Felix is on Pedro,
a lot of room.
That's it. But maybe surely, okay, you are winning. Another big contest, you are winning. Say Elizabeth Lega was the one when you are 21 to a chance of vocal to a ball for Pobanasi. You know, 24 chance, say, I on your number will be more than a Yabada.
And also communication is so easy because now Kepa form and yet. So Kepa lost his position because of his form.
Exactly.
All communicators are the number one if Felix on which basis now communicating? On which?
One.
So what the sentence has been say? Say a form there everybody will understand. So a form now Felix and Lucy no be in the position there. Obi abetiase.
And so no go. Some reasons Mama management in chips out. No, I'm serious. Said the Muslim and I 7 predators that are growing no mudi. Sa Sonny Yakuba Yafe na vida Sonny Yakuba.
Sonny catching on Sonny Yari.
I say someone in the Casa agent near the new contract. Because
she can also charm a mood.
Matuasi, but you can say so. Sadly, we know how it is handled. Sir, as good. Omubai CB, Naka could go change Omo, Chama Wofu. Imperium, not a chief executive, so about to Wofu. We don't want them. We don't. Born in Yanis how.
Now, Chomo, the first question is and minim said they all kind of like there's a factual basis to it. And they fell as senior number one being because of non-footballing reasons. Say Kotoko, Ebi Moti Felix, so on your number one being because of footballing reasons, then they should strip him off the captaincy.
Exactly.
Say Gidisa will behavior off the pitch. idea be a yes so club the Muntiama on that as the number 1 goalkeeper. Then they should take off the captaincy from him. No more who's then you are punishing the guy for something. Apart from that, me say the story of Felix and Masoknedu, it dates back.
That the match on Felix.
Kotoko should have an institutional memory of this story. And so a management member. That is why I'm saying, say, so a management member. How do you affect the decisions of club name? If BB say, what does say on Fahua? And my simple answer is say, Felix Alan Wokotokono, Ebomens, Korak, Maswaknodu, Didi Dramani. Munina Kachia Branti and say he wasn't fit enough to be Kotoko's number 1 goalkeeper. And your own call Lunumbra. Now, the fantastic story is say, apart from Sir Patch now, Felix go through no, he came back to Kotoko during Coach David Duncan's time, and the guy has built his legacy. Say, and to Maxwell Oba Kotoko team no, and then what to Felix Annan as 1, the number 1 goalkeeper for Kotoko, 2, a national team goalkeeper, and 3, the captain and the face of the club. So Ujidi say, and maybe a chumuno, the way I know who are granted, son of the woman na. It is your choice, and we understand. But as management, say, oh, you be your park in this one. They be also your tools and yenny. Now, who said there's a commercial value to be your park in this be. It doesn't make sense. And I'll repeat, it doesn't make sense. Some maybe a management member of Kotokwa. Many coach by you say, on bench a player, I hear a blasters material in the team. It will never. I will never agree to that. Yes.
National team tag na.
What you say?
I just can't say.
And now me no can say. Can you say Kotoko Karela? Then Habib Mohammed is benched. Player in front of Blasters no. Marshall started benching is then you know say potentially ebe impede advantage and say next Blasters and Kotoko management you sit and watch. And the one we are Mineska. This will never happen at Interlight. Where else will themselves see that? Potential players for national teams, they will protect them and tell coach, Bob Branton, we are building the CV for the national team and everything out on because it will add value to him. And they must Felix Annan Board. And Felix Annan Board then when he was a Blasters material. That's what it.
Is it a sort to be?
And the one if it's not about the commercial value, they tell me about open. My medium player nya call up to the Blasters. Now when someone says back about no say some obedu for the Benja. He will tell you this guy must play. Say na ba ko go with him there but manimo because when you the body constituency among Blasters then